crystal ball it, tea leaves, whatever you want to use for the next remaining hours of what you think is going to happen, who's out there, who might be active or who might be selling? Mike, what do you got for me on that front?
We have
something happening right now. Something happening right now. What do you got?
Well, potentially, we're watching a team, and I just got an alert regarding that team, so I thought that was it. No.
Okay.
But we've got some guys we're watching. I talked about Azeez Ojulari. I would say Marshawn Lattimore is another guy that we've talked about. The cornerback potentially could be on the move. We're keeping an eye on him as well.
Who would be in the market for him? Who would want to give the Saints, a nice chunk for him?
It sounds like some candidates in the DMV area potentially for Marshawn Lattimore. We'll see. We're at 13 trades overall right now. 13 since the start of the regular season.
Yes, sir.
I know it's felt like a lot. It really hasn't yet gotten up to what we've seen in recent years. I don't think we're going to see numbers that rival somewhere around 20. I mean, I had a GM recently tell me we're going to get up to 20. I don't think we're going to get there. That would be a big time blitz here down the stretch. I think we're at the point now where teams are looking at it and saying, okay, we're if it's not a 6th or 7th round pick for a guy, we're not going to move beyond that. Like these are the ones that fill it in. Now, here's the other thing that's interesting to me, Rich.
Yes, Mike.
Talk about why there's more trades these days. I was talking to a personnel guy the other day, and he said, well, you got to realize in this day and age, there are so many coaches that have gone different places and throughout the league, and there's so much shared terminology that it's a lot easier for a player to come in. Even if, so we're trading for depth pieces now. We're not necessarily just trading for frontline pieces. Mm-hmm. And I think that's what you may see here over the last couple of hours, that the guy can come in, get acclimated pretty quickly and be ready to play within a week or two. So that's why you're seeing a lot more action in recent years with the trade deadline.
And is Bill Belichick looming over the coaching hiring process right now, Mike, for sure?
No question. And last year it was a question of, is he a fit for teams? And we got a lot of no's. This time I think you're going to lean more towards owners saying, there's a gimme coach right here. Like I know I'm going to be competitive when I bring this guy in, and how could I not hire him? Whereas last year it was like, give me a reason to hire him. But every conversation that you have regarding prospective head coaches, in large part because the feeder system is sort of dry right now. We don't have a lot of young offensive head coaching candidates. I mean, Ben Johnson has decided to not take a job over the last couple of years. If he potentially decides to do that again, and has he scared off teams by not making that leap? So you take him out of the equation. Now you're only talking about Bobby Slowick, Drew Petzing, a couple of these other guys here. It's not like we've got a lineup of 5-6 young offensive-minded guys ready to take a job. So, yeah, I believe Belichick's going to be certainly on the front lines of the coaching searches as we come up here.
The last one for you. What is going on in Chicago with DJ Moore? The week after Tyreek Stevenson, we all know what happened, and on the Hail Mary. And then DJ Moore, who's a vet, and a leader on this team, strolling off the field while Caleb Williams is keeping a play alive. Either he thought that the play was dead, he strolled off, and then being asked in a local radio appearance if Eberflus has lost the locker room, and his response is, I want to say no, and then gives an answer that things are, now back to square one. They're 0-0. Let's turn the page, things like that. Is there any smoke, fire here? What's going on, Mike?
Not to mention the fact that they haven't even played a divisional game yet, right? They got all 6 divisional games, and that division is arguably the best in the NFL right now. So you're looking at where the Bears are right now, and the fact that any of these things isolated, Rich, on the field, okay, fine. Now you start to put them all together, and now, yeah, the players are watching what we're watching. So it sort of snowballs and it eats itself, basically. So Matt Eberflus has got some work to do here to rally these guys, not only to win games, but also to believe in him and to believe in this coaching staff, and to stop doing all these things that we're capable of reading into, right? It's going to be a challenge for Eberflus and the Bears down the stretch.
I mean, do we know what DJ Moore did? I mean, do we have any inside here. It's just, have you ever seen anything like that? I haven't seen anything like that, right?
That was a very, very odd one, Rich. And you're right. The question and his response or lack of a response, what he didn't say there, is certainly something you got to worry about.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku Channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.